Hello, I'm Alan Powell from the Essex Expert Center. In this video, I will show you how to access your results from games played on BBO. I will be recording some analysis for the Monday 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. Alliance 199 games played on BBO. This video will just show you how to find your personal results and follow along if you wish. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the first place that you could find your results is on BBO itself after you finish playing the game, or you can log in later and find your results in your history. So on the right-hand side here, you see your tabs, messages, people, and history. Now, if you're doing this on an iPad or a tablet, the history button may be along the bottom. So you might find it in a different place, but you click on the history button. And that will bring up a list of games for you. Now, one thing you can do if you want to be able to see stuff better is you can slide this piece over a little bit to make that bigger, right? So let's just have a look at a game here in which I played to fill in, okay? And if you click on here, you'll find that it will bring up your results. You'll see your boards, right? And you can, if you click this little result button, it'll tell you how you did in the game, etc. Right? You can also click on the individual hand if you want to see what happened on that hand, and it'll bring up the whole hand for you here. You can go through, you can see the auction. You can go through trick by trick, right? You can't actually do different tricks than were played in this method. But here you can see trick by trick what was played. So it's useful if you want to find out what the lead was or something like that and whatever. You can also, for board one, click other tables, and that will bring you to a list of all the results for the other tables, right? And if you looked over here and you found one that was of interest, you could click on it and it would take you and you could see what happened there, and you could see maybe they got a different opening lead than you, et cetera, right? So if you want to go back to the results, you go back to my table, and now you're looking at 1 through whatever. So board 1, board 2, board 3, etc. Okay. So that's how you can find out what you did on the hand. You can see trick by trick what you did. You can see the full auction of who bid what. Okay. That is one way. Now, this history page will eventually disappear on you. Okay. Eventually, as time fades, some of these recent tournaments will go away. And especially if you play a lot of tournaments, they might get pushed off the bottom. So you can find your results in other places. It's a little unwieldy to have to deal with it in the BBO frame because maybe your screen isn't as big as mine and it's harder to see, right? So instead, another place you can find your results. This is not in BBO, but it is the results from BBO. So the easiest way to get there, start at the Alliance Bridge Club homepage, right? Just type into your browser alliancebridgeclub.com, okay? And then you want to look at results. So on the top screen here, just slide over till you find the results, right? And here you have 3 possibilities. ACBR results, if you want to see your official master points, that's where you would go and look. Common game is another method of keeping track of what happened, and it combines more games so you can get a better baseline of what happened. Or if you want to see your specific results, your auctions, and everything that you can see on BBO, you would click here on the BBO results. And that will bring you up a list, right? And since we're going to be talking about Monday with 99 games, what I do is I go over here and I find my way down to Monday, right? And I'll find my way to, let's say, the evening 199 game. And I'll click on here. And then I would look to see where I was. Now, I didn't play in this game. I'm not allowed to play in the 199 games. But you could just come down here until you found your name and then click on your person, right? Whoever you wanted. And then that'll bring you to your results. So you see here boards 1 through 15, right? And you can see contract, you can see the points you got, you can see score, so you see the percentage. So 70%, that's good, 100%, that's good, 23%, not so good. So those gives you an indication of how you performed against everybody else. If you click on movie, it will bring up the individual hand. The hand, a little pop-up will come up with the entire hand in it, right, with the auction. You will be able to, by clicking the next button, see trick by trick, card by card, what was played, right? That's the listing of what was played. The previous button goes you back one card. The rewind button takes you all the way back to the beginning, right? You can, if you choose, click the play button and play all four hands manually. So you can change how things were played if you wanted to try out a different strategy, right? So you can then specify all four hands and go replay the hand using different cards if you wish, right? Those are all things that you can do here on this screen while you're looking at it. It gets you the auction and everything else. You can, instead of clicking on the board, instead of clicking on movie, you can click on traveler, and that will bring up a list of how everybody else did on this hand, right? And you can, again, look through the results and you say, okay, they had a really good board. I want to see what they did, right? Or they had they did the same thing, but they took more tricks. Maybe they got a better lead, right? Or, information like that. So you can find out information as you go along. So that's this will continually open new windows on you. So you'll just have to be aware that, you might have to close windows to get back to where you were. This particular screen doesn't go on forever, though. You'll see that it ends on Thursday. So if I wanted to see a game before Thursday, it is still possible. What I would do then is, if you click this little hand record here, you might have to log into your BBO account here. And then you would put in the username of the person you wanted to see, which would generally be you. You could then tell it how far back you want to go. Now you can go up to 1 month from January, whatever the date is, and you click get hands, and it'll show you all your games and all your hands. So it's showing two of the things I showed in my history, right? These are games where I filled in, and I could check my movies here too. So just like I looked them in the other thing, I can look at here, right? And you would find the same results, same options, everything. So if you want to look at games that are further back than the list goes, then you'll have to use this particular manual option here, right? So the way I did that is I clicked on hand records, and then I chose going back 1 month from the current date. I could change the date and still go back some period. There is a limit. I don't know exactly what they are, but there are limits. You could pick a date and go forward. If you're searching in history for a specific game, you can just enter the date for it. Just different things that you can do to find your results. Okay. So hopefully this will help you. You can follow along while I'm doing the analysis, or you can listen to the analysis, write some things down, and then go back and look at specific hands. However you think is best. Okay. Good. I will see you on Mondays.